Hello and welcome out to Trumbull, Connecticut, here for the New England Nationals at Trumbull BMX. This area of the country is one of the most beautiful to race BMX in. We got a lot of riders here for this weekend, a lot of families enjoying the time up in the Northeast, and we got a lot of action headed your way on flow bikes. But for now, we're going to preview the weekend, talk to some riders that are kicking off their racing this weekend today on day one, and then talk about the track. An awesome rebuild just happened here this past couple months with new turns, new straightaways. We're going to get into all the action right here from Trumbull, but this is stop 21 on the USA BMX National Series, and we got more action all the way through the summer. We also have the final day of the World Championships over in Australia, so we're cheering on Team USA, Team Canada all weekend long. Final day today. So without further ado, let's bring in my guy, Tucker Jones. I'm going to drop a knee with you, Tucker. Tucker, you're from New York. How's it not having to travel too far for a national event, and how you liking Trumbull so far?
It feels good to not have to travel too far, because I usually have to travel like six to 8 hours to all the nationals. This is one of my dreams, being on Answer.
Well, I mean, you're a 9-year-old expert. Are you just racing class this weekend, or are you mixing it up in open or cruiser?
I'm going to race class and cruiser.
Awesome, man. I mean, you're waiting to go for your practice probably still, right? What are we kind of looking at while we're watching some of these ladies and younger riders practice? Anything you have your eye on?
I'm looking at their first straight to see what they're doing on the first straight, because that's what is going to be the win or lose.
Absolutely. And what's your local track?
My local track is Kingston Point BMX.
Man, what a track that is. I mean, your local community is probably growing as the summer goes on. What are some of those big goals towards the end of the summer here?
To get NAG Top 5.
And just have fun on your bike, right? Awesome. Well, Factory Answer, I mean, this is a pretty cool family to be a part of with Factory Answer. You have S Squared, Claiborne, Answer. What's the team environment like inside that pit?
There's a lot of people. I just got on the team in Virginia. It's
a lot of names to remember.
Yeah.
All right, well, this weekend's going to be awesome. Big high five. Good luck this weekend. We'll be cheering for you, okay? All right, we're going to take a quick word from our USA BMX sponsors. On the National Series, we'll be right back with more previews of New England Nationals from Trumbull, Connecticut.
Do you like BMX?
I like BMX.
Well, so do we.
Welcome to Full Tilt Bike Co., where we're a collective of young racers working to build the largest selection of BMX race products. But we're not your typical mail-to-order store. So make sure you check out the Full Tilt Bike Co. YouTube channel, where we do product spotlights, bike builds, and give out BMX racing tips and tricks.
Join the community and see what the new age of BMX product sales looks like. Bleh.
this weekend and throughout the season, but it's not all about the national series. The local programs across the country are getting ready to, kind of wind down their summers. However, USA BMX brought back the Bring a Buddy program. We're going to be encouraging local programs and, racers throughout their communities to invite their friends, invite their buddies to the races. So how it works is you invite a buddy out to the USA BMX track in your local area. You claim them as a buddy, they confirm it, and once they race 5 times, you get entered into a raffle and you get put into the start of your journey to getting a national entry or a membership renewal. So once you have 5 buddies that all race 5 times, you get that renewal and free $80 entry, or you get put in that raffle for a whole host of prizes, from complete bikes, frames, forks, gift cards to your favorite BMX shop, a bunch of different prizes going out this weekend. And before we get into the track, we want to invite Raquel Olson. Come on in, Raquel. Raquel, come on to this side. A local here at Trumbull BMX. We've had a lot of upgrades here at the track. So first, tell us how you started BMX and when you started.
I was 18 months old. My grandpa ran a track. It's Bethel Supercross, and I kind of was just born at the track. My dad worked in the snack bar. I had to be there every week. I got on a bike, and that's how it's been since.
You and me, third generations, just keeping it going. So, well, talk to me about the local track here. How's it been, this season, but then especially with these upgrades of the turns and the straightaways?
I've rode this track since I was probably two. And it's an amazing place. The new turns and all the new jumps they're really something.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at them, just the eyeball test, they're real bowled out. We were a little nervous coming in, we're not going to lie. But once we started to see riders on track, especially riders that we knew and kind of knew along the national series, it looks like they're, bang out amazing.
Yeah, it's definitely technical, but it's so fun. I've worked on a lot of new skill with having him here, having to learn, so...
Definitely. Well, there's a lot to learn and a lot to, keep in mind, even just going through that whole shot. This first straightaway notoriously funnels you down into the first turn. Now you got a new turn, a new jump out of the turn. What's going through your mind as you start to, get closer to that first turn? I'm pushing through the first straight, getting where I want to be in the turn, and really just carving out of it, hitting that jump as fast as I can, and just hoping for the best. Well, and when people are traveling into this race this weekend, what are some of the other things across the track that you would probably say, hey, watch out for that, or maybe focus a little bit of time in practice?
I coach a lot of the kids in Connecticut, and I always tell them when they come here, especially on the new second straight, they got to pump really deep, or if they can add manuals in, manual it, but most of them they really have to pump it deep.
Oh. Yeah, over-exaggeration is your friend on tracks like these. So, well, 15, 16, cruiser and class. How are we feeling for the weekend on your racing?
Good. I'm excited. I'm hoping for a good weekend. I'm recovering from surgery, so I'm hoping for the best.
Well, play it safe out there. Get your feet back into the game. We're excited to cheer you on all weekend. Now, are there any local riders here that you would say, hey, you got to keep an eye out for them because they're coming?
You got to keep an eye out for probably Beckett Brammer, Austin Dohan, my brothers, so,
Yeah, definitely. All right, well, thank you so much. We're going to get into the future races coming up on the National Series. Can't wait. Cheer you on. Love it. Coming up on the USA BMX National Series, I got to pull out my schedule because we've been to a lot of races this year, and they're starting to blur together. But this weekend, obviously, we have the New England Nationals. Then coming up next weekend, my hometown of Omaha, Nebraska, the Cornhusker Nationals, July 24th. 31st through August 2nd, then over to the Hoosier Nationals in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Super excited to see Barney and the crew out there. Then we take a trip over to the world-famous Derby City BMX. Going to be a great one out there at Derby. Going over to the East Coast Nationals for the Chesapeake, Severn, Maryland, and then over to the Fall Nationals, the legendary, also legendary Black Mountain BMX, and a back-to-back from Phoenix over to Florida, going to Oldsmar at the Gator Nationals, I believe, in Oldsmar, Florida. Before
all right, we got 7-8 boys out.
Really excited for the National Series, but you might notice there's a little pause in the schedule there in September. We have the Gold Cup Finals on deck. Gold Cup Finals are 6 regions throughout the the season of 2026, and we have two races each weekend for September. So a lot of racing action. We'll see some new faces on the track for those Gold Cup finals to crown a Gold Cup champion in all 6 regions in every single class. So we got a lot of action coming here this weekend for the New England Nationals, Trumbull, Connecticut. It's absolutely beautiful up here. The riders out here love to ride, love to race, and we're just excited to see everybody here in Connecticut and all of you online watching along on Flow Bikes. So get ready for the weekend. We'll see you at 1 o'clock for race time today, and then on to 9 o'clock tomorrow and 8 a.m. on Sunday. So excited to see you. Tune in on Flow.
Mojo BMX Distribution sells the fastest brands in BMX. Speedco, Avian, Mabo, Inspire, and IRC tires to name a few. Accepting dealer and distributor applications now. Visit mojobmx.com to see our full product lineup.